Next one, advice to youngsters who are breaking into the industry after getting their college degree. Adam Joshua. Advice to youngsters: work for free, work any job, work anything, anywhere. Just work your ass off. Learn the nuances of the realities of life. Learn office politics. Learn how unfair the world is. Learn that you need to earn every penny. Learn the value of money. Learn the value of offering value to others. Learn all this, whether it is cleaning dishes, sweeping the floor, washing a car, whatever. That is the reality of life. That is how you should start your way. In fact, my daughter, I would make her sell on the streets or on this thing. I'll make sure with my wife that she'll set up a stall and she'll sell every day, so she gets a real life experience, because that's the only way she's going to learn trade. That's the only way she's going to develop the real skills of the world, by selling, marketing, and not by sitting in the house and chatting online. Many people think because I'm an online guy, I'll make my daughter. No, she's not going to be online. She's not going to sit in the AC. She's going to go outside, work in the fucking farm, work in the field, work by selling, by manufacturing. She'll learn the tough way of life. She'll learn to cook, she'll learn to clean, she'll learn to wash the toilets. And for that, she will be paid a certain amount. She'll be made to study and earn her stripes. Nothing is going to be free and easy for my daughter. Because if she suffers now, she'll grow up to be an excellent human being. Otherwise, she's going to be like this lost generation who takes a fucking smartphone, puts it on their face and relaxes, chats, plays games and all that shit. So that is what my daughter is going to go through. And yes, apart from that, there are real survival skills, from self-defense to protecting herself to learning money. The art of earning, spending and saving. Most important, saving. So my advice to you, my dear friend, is after your college degree, start working any job, anything, anywhere. Work your ass off. Work 20 hours a day. Work until you get exhausted, and that's the only way you'll learn. Next one. Public speaking, same again, a question by Adam Joshua. How to be a better public speaker and self-confident in this present demeaning world. Public speaking, like every other skill, it is a skill. You only improve when you practice the craft every single day. I used to practice public speaking literally, I think 12 to 14 hours a day. Literally, from putting a pencil in the mouth, locking it with the jaw and practicing articulation, to reading books loudly, to joining Rotary Club, Toastmaster clubs, JC clubs and speaking non-stop, to taking up shows and events, to even after 20 years of speaking, 16 years, when I started speaking online on YouTube, I realized that's a different way of speaking. There is speaking formal, there's speaking informal, there's the speaking style of seminar speaking, the speaking style of training, the speaking style of entertaining, the speaking style of comedy. There are different ways and styles of speaking. So if you want to master the skill, you start by actually doing it. And that's the only way you can improve the skill. But more important than speaking verbally is the art of writing. Practice the art of writing. Practice every single day. When I started, I couldn't even write 10 words. Today, I can literally write 10,000 words. Okay, I can write non-stop. This is only because I focused on developing the skill of speaking. That's how I've become so better. Okay, much better than what I was. So same way, public speaking is a skill. You become better only when you focus on improving the skill. Last but not the least, this was, who is my favorite UFC fighter and WWE wrestler? Okay. My favorite UFC fighter would be John Jones. I like him for his fighting style. George St. Pierre, I think he was very strategic. I loved Brock Lesnar for his fucking size. And I think some of the greats like Khabib Nurmagomedov, Anderson Silva. But if I had to choose one would be, without a doubt, John Jones. I mean, you might hate his personality outside personal life, but in terms of a technical fighter and a guy who is really, made for this thing, is John Jones. But I think Khabib is also incredible. He has one basic style of fighting, but it's very effective. So I love those guys. And then there are others whom we all like Cain Velasquez and all that. But yeah, if you want one favorite one, it would always be um, this guy, John Jones. Okay. WWE wrestler, well, I did like Undertaker. Undertaker was the guy who kept the kayfabe and that mystique about him. Hitman Bret Hart, I loved him absolutely to death. He was the excellence in execution. I did like Sting because Sting had the aura. He kept reinventing himself. Uh, you'd be surprised to know even Vince McMahon is a great brand of a wrestler. I mean, he carried off the villainous character unbelievably to the point we all hated him, and that is an art. Um, Wrestlers like Stone Cold Steve Austin was lucky, the right guy at the right place at the right time, but I would say that he was just popular. The Rock is really reinvented himself as an entertainer. But if there was one wrestler that I loved at all time, would be Undertaker in terms of overall, but in terms of execution, I would say this guy, Bret the Hitman Hart. Then there are others like Kane and all those people. They are the all-time popular ones. The latest one right now, I think, would be AJ Styles. AJ Styles is not bad, and Kevin Owens, even though he's fat and he's out of shape, I think he carries himself pretty well. I would say the best in terms of business would be Triple H. I mean, fucking hell, he literally got married to the owner's daughter. What a fucking smart ass. Really smart. Among all the wrestlers, financially, he is the smartest of the lot. And yeah, the rest of them, just as it is, I think, the clique that was Shawn Michaels, Triple H, X-Pac, they all, Razor Ramon, legends of the time, Kevin Nash, that is on one side. On the other side, you had Bret the Hitman Hart. The 80s were the legendary days. Today, it has lost its kayfabe because of social media. In terms of oldies, I would say Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair. Obviously, they were the legends of the Ultimate Warrior, but he destroyed his own push. In terms of lady wrestlers, I would say Ric Flair's daughter and Becky Lynch. I think Aksa is also really, really good. And that cousin of The Rock, that big female, really large. I can't get her name, man. She is also pretty good. The women's roster, they're very talented, very hardworking. Nothing but respect to all of them. So NXT also has a couple of stars, but I'm not big fans of theirs. Don't watch much of their wrestling. And there is this one NXT character who is very villainous. AEW is really putting on great matches. AEW, nothing but incredible. I think Rusev has gone there. Jericho, wow, what a transformation. And even this guy who was Gold Dust and Stardust. Stardust is doing pretty well. I can't get his name right now. So yeah, the reason I watch wrestling is because of the way they reinvent their brand. I think that's a massive learning for all of us. And it's an education by itself, how much of creativity these guys put to stay relevant. So unbelievable. And yeah, oldies. Did I miss anyone? Jimmy, Snooker Fly, Rowdy Piper. Any wrestler that I particularly hate? Not very big fan of Ronda Rousey, even though she was the women's pioneer. Who else? Ronda Rousey. Yeah. Oh, Amanda Nunes. Unbelievable. Wow. She is. And even that Shevchenko, that female. Whew, another one. Crazy ass, man. So yeah, I do watch Ultimate Fighter from time to time. Love the series. BJ Penn. Matt Hughes, man, he got hit by a truck. What the fuck? Yeah. I mean, Dana White is a fucking legend. Yeah, I'll tell you that. And yeah, pretty excited to see the fights which are coming up, especially with John Jones going into heavyweight. Stipe Miocic, who he'll face. And Woodley and what's his name? Woodley and Kobe Covington. He is positioning himself as a villain. Real excited to see that. And Khabib versus Gaethje. Pretty excited. I wish Khabib versus what's his name, Ferguson happens, because that's a last fight that should happen. And Khabib versus GSP. So yeah, these are my favorite fighters and WWE wrestlers. I hope this answers your question. All right. Thank you very much, guys, for you guys answering my question. It literally took me, I think, what is it, 1 hour, 30 minutes to answer all these questions. I'll be uploading them shortly. And this is me signing off. You guys take care.